Hi everybody, I'm out here in the garage right now, and I thought I would do a garden update. Excuse me. It's been about a week and stuff has just grown like crazy. We got a real good rain in the last week that soaked them good, and it just does wonders for it. So I thought I'd show you the house plants first. They're starting to feel a little bit better out here. Let me turn. These succulents are really doing good. I got to repot this one right here. It's doing great. That thing is really grown. And of course our Christmas cactus is looking really good too. And all my spider plants. This one's doing pretty good. And I don't know what to do about these. I don't know. It probably needs some plant food spikes. I've got some. I just need to get out here and put them in the pots. I need to just get these brown ends off and stuff on this bamboo. It needs actually repotted. It's in a pretty decent sized pot now, but this thing's grown a lot. It acts like it needs a little water. It's a little droopy. This one might too. It looks kind of dry. Of course, there's my old leftovers. They've about had it. Over here is my plants and containers. These jalapenos are getting bigger on this one. Those are the couple, I didn't think those would make it at all. They're zucchini. You can see, when you see the ones out in the bed, you'll see how much bigger they are than the ones in pots. It's amazing how much bigger they are in there. So we got some different things here. Here's a pepper plant. It's got one pepper on it right now. And then this one's jalapeno, obviously. It looks like it's jalapenos to me. It's got them all over it. They're all over it. Just as long as you have this, I wish I had a little bit bigger pot like this size for every one of these. That's about the perfect size right there. I don't know if that's like a 2-gallon maybe. This is probably a gallon. They do pretty good in the gallon ones, but the bigger the better is what I always say as far as your containers. All three of these eggplants are doing actually bigger than the ones in the garden, which that's kind of unusual. But this is in these are all in some really good soil. It's regular Miracle Grow potting mix with about half and half with Miracle Grow organic potting mix. And it's doing really good. These are just fantastic looking. All three of these eggplants look great, and I don't know if I don't have any much bigger pots, but if they get any bigger, I might have to get some. I got a couple that I had underneath this. I had to change this here. When it rained, they got so heavy it smashed those pots I had under it, so I put some sturdier pots under it. And I could probably use those bigger ones, those huge ones over there if I need to for the eggplants. But they're looking great, y'all. Really good. This one's got a few banana peppers on it. And then there's my horehound. What is that in it? Oh, it's a rock. Looks like. I don't know what that was. There's my horehound. It's starting to do pretty good. Something was eating on it when I had it on the floor. I believe this is a July 4th. I don't know why it's getting some yellow stems. You can just take them off. You know, just do it fast to snap them off, or it'll tear it down. You know, do them quick like that when you take these off. See, it's the best way, or it'll pull a string on down if you don't do it quick. This has got more tomatoes on it than I thought. There's some there, and there's some back there. Wow, I didn't even know these right here were on here, and yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, this one's starting to get some. See the little baby right there? These cages aren't very sturdy. And then there's one right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. They'll work though, but you can only, it's for one reason you can only push them so far down into the pots, the cages. This thing's been growing some. Sure has. And then there's the other little zucchini. I don't know if they'll do anything in pots. Tomatoes are doing great. My hose blew up the other day and I had to order one. So I had to water a little bit by hand last night, you know, with just a watering can, the one you just saw. And that's a lot of trips to come out here and use that. So my hose won't be here for a while. I think like the 19th or something like that. So I guess I'll have to water them by hand until then. But we're getting some neat tomatoes. This one here, I don't know how good you can see that. It's got the like serrated, I don't know what you would call that. You know, it's got the like funny, like an heirloom tomato would look. You see them in the grocery store sometimes for about $4 a pound. But yeah, that's going to be one of those that's got the funny shape to it. This is about ready to put through there. That's Cherokee purples. Then these here, I got some started here. These are Cherokee purples too. Yeah, starting to get a lot of them come out now. I think there's some down in there, but they're not that big yet. That's got some beautiful blooms on it. I'm not for sure which one that is. It might be the porterhouse. I'm not for sure. Got some really big blooms here. This one too is. It's a nice big one. And all the Cherokee purples mostly get these big blooms on them too. Come on, I'm trying to get you up through here. If you wait too long and you try to pull these through, it'll break or it bends them real bad. And sometimes they'll break, but usually they'll come back. They're kind of bent for a while and then they'll straighten up. I don't know if you can see these down in here. There's plenty. There's all kinds of them on this one, and it's not growing that tall really yet. That's the 4th of July ones. I don't know how good you can see in there. And then all those there. You can see some back in here. They're probably the 4th of July too. So they're getting all over, and I do have them too close together again this year, but I can get to them. If I can't reach them, I use my claw thing, you know, that you reach stuff, can reach stuff with. I use that, and and it seems to work pretty good. Trying to work that up through there, and there's plenty on there. These are the big daddies right here. Big daddy. I can see why. They're all growing over the top already. I thought I saw a couple in this one. Yeah, they're right in here. Right back in there. And this one's looking real good back here. There's some tomatoes on it, but you can't see them good from here. Let's see. Right in there. And these are the rest of the ones I bought. I bought 2 Cherokee purple over there at the first, and then I grew 2 of them. My others got killed by the cold. But these are the ones I bought. 2 of them are called Rutgers. 2 of them were called something like Healthy and Fit. They're not growing very tall. You know, some tomato plants don't grow very tall. But I've never tried either one of them, so I'm kind of anxious to see what they're like. They're starting to get tomatoes on them, if you can see that. I think these are probably the Rutgers over here. And then these two are called, what were they called? Big Beef. That's the two that were in the, in together in one pot. And I didn't think they would make it because I had to tear the roots to plant them, and they're doing fine. They're really starting to grow now. They were real little, if y'all remember, not very long ago. Even in the last one, they were like down to about right here, if you remember. So yeah, so we got plenty of tomatoes started. This one's looking like it's gonna be funny looking. What's on the bottom of it there? They'll do that because that one's had multiple blooms that have like fused together. That's where you get the weird tomatoes from. It don't matter what they look like. What matters is what they taste like. You know, I've had some ugly tomatoes that look great. I mean, that tasted great. I got one. I got one pepper because I was looking at it yesterday and it broke off. But it's almost the size of like a regular green pepper that you would buy at the store. But it's starting to get all kinds of them. Down through here you see like there's the dead flower. And then see underneath there, I don't know how good you can see that, but there it is. That's the little baby pepper. Starting to get some jalapenos on this one. Same way, you see the little dead bloom. And there it is. Right there. They're easy to break off though, I hadn't found that out. So this one's got a few. These are my banana peppers in here. That one's got a few on it. This one's got some, couple. And I noticed some on this one too now. Back in there, right there, and there's some up through here too. That's going to be different colors over here, and I see one right in there. So I'm anxious to see which color all of them are. I'll be done in just a minute, okay? All right. Cucumbers, grown a lot. Peas never stood a chance with the birds. My carrots, I'm gonna need to do them soon. I need to thin them soon. And the lettuce, I could probably harvest some at any time. Also, green beans are really starting to bush out, and they'll be growing all over. You can see how they start to go around here. Here's my, see how much bigger these are than the ones in the pots? And they're the same age, you know, they grew at the same time. I just took those others out to thin them. And you can see the, I don't know if I can get that off or not. You don't want to force it. The okra is starting to come up. There's another one starting to come up right there. So that's good. And then this is the onions. I'm not going to thin them out until I get a little bigger. The radishes, there are radishes. I got one last night. These are delicious. You can dig down in here and see. They're all pretty big already. They grow really fast. And then this is my eggplants, and you can see that, remember the other ones over there? They're bigger than these, although these look healthy. I grew that one from seed, and I think two of them from over there from seed also. Compost is doing good. I put some grass in it when we mowed the day before yesterday. I need to wet this down some. It's pretty dry. But that's what you see, because I just dumped that on there. And we got the yard mowed. It's looking good. I just wanted to show you these purple flowers over here. They're really nice. Wind's blowing. I don't know if I can get a picture of them. And there's some right there. And then these are starting to bloom up here, like big daisies. They're looking good. There's going to be quite a few of those. All right, everybody, that's it. We're going to, I think she wants to go to Wendy's and try that strawberry thing. We'll do a review on that strawberry frosty. So you can see where I put some seeds over here. They're gone, pretty much. So I hope y'all enjoyed this garden update, everybody. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Bye, everybody. Have a great day, and God bless.